Hey everybody, this is the Sliders Review, and I'm here today to talk to you about HBO Max has just canceled Warrior, which is no surprise because, it's David the Devil Zasloff, and he's all like, I need to cancel something to get some money. I know, I'll cancel something diverse, which is something he loves to do. So, yes, Warrior has been canceled after 3 seasons. I've only seen the first two. I've never seen the third. The third was actually produced by HBO Max. The first two by Cinemax, but I think Cinemax, the company went under, and so they looked for a new home and they found HBO Max. And the first 2 seasons are extremely good. It's really good storytelling, amazing action. And the story is actually by the late and great Bruce Lee. A story he came up with in the 70s, I believe, but ABC rejected his idea and later stole his idea and made the show Kung Fu, which later went on to be Kung Fu The Legend Continues when it got picked back up in the 90s. And so basically it tells the story of this one Chinese man who goes to America looking for his sister. And while there, he ends up joining a gang. We get to see some really interesting storylines that involved Americans, Irish people coming to America, and Chinese people and how they treated the Chinese people. I never knew Chinese people were treated so terribly back in the day, and how like the Irish people treated them as well. This is things you will never learn in school, so it's cool to have television shows like this. Like, I never knew Chinese men were slaves, I believe in Cuba or Puerto Rico, one of those two countries. I can't remember exactly which one, but it was when they came from China, tried to get to America, they went off course, went to that other country and became slaves, working in the candy something fields. It's candy something they had to do. I forget what it was, but they had to like do a lot of that crap. And I never knew that stuff, right? And so I've been wanting to see the season 3 for the longest time, but I didn't have HBO Max at that time. I have it now, but it's gonna be a while before I watch the series. However, one huge complaint I heard was that the season 2 cliffhanger doesn't necessarily get resolved in season 3. See, what happened is there is this one aristocrat type character who is white who fell in love with the main character who is Chinese. And so she got put in the insane asylum at the end of season 2. Her sister, who's just like a wild child, joined season 2. Neither her or her sister appear in season 3. And it's just kind of like, well, what the heck? Like, how can you not follow up on that storyline? She's one of the main characters and stuff. And it left off on a cliffhanger. I don't know why both actresses never returned. So that was always a sour taste in my mouth going in whenever I do decide to go into season 3, because that's a huge storyline that will never get resolved now. And so I have no idea what season 3 is about, and I have no idea if the show is still as good as it when it was on Cinemax, because you know how HBO Max can be and everything. But needless to say, sadly, this show is now over. And this was a very diverse show with huge Asian representation in it. Alrighty, well, I'll talk to y'all later. Bye.